Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan, and today we are back with yet another of the menu books. We are up to menu book number 38. This is video 2 of 3 because we are at the second of the 3 races. This one will be at the Autodrome Lago Maggiore, assuming I have pronounced that correctly. And we are going to be racing for the second of our 3 Ferraris. So, Maggiore, 5 laps, third place or higher. Let's see how we can do. We did a pretty good run last time. We won by some considerable margin without any spins at Catalunya, which was a real surprise. And this is a track that we have mixed results on. Still getting used to it a little bit, but we should be able to get through this traffic and get a win, I hope. I certainly feel over the last few menu books that I've started to get a feel for the cars, for the tracks, and there are still a few tracks that are going to catch me out. But for those that I've run a few times, I'm really starting to enjoy them. So already up into 15th place. Oh, we're going to get 3 wide into here. It's just, oh, God, really keeping an eye on the radar through there. 3 into 1 really shouldn't go, but we've managed to pull that off. That was a beautiful move. I enjoyed that no end. 2 more red Ferraris up ahead. Hopefully it won't be quite so challenging through this one. We should be able to get the first. That one's done on the inside. Just don't let it run too wide. That's nicely done. As we head off down the hill. Oh, there's a blue one there. It was just slightly unsighted, the blue one. But we got the Dino done. Oh, slightly off the ground over the rise there. Apex that corner. Oh, I'm enjoying this one. Oh, 3 wide again. Could we make that stick a slight bang of doors as we went through? That's 2 corners, 2 3 wide. Oh my word, Mitchell, what are you doing? Okay, so let's just settle down a little bit. Settle down just a tad. And so we are up to 8th position at this point. Still 21 seconds away from the leader. This is the end of the first lap, so we've got a fair way to go yet. And I'm not going to get too excited about being that far behind. Why did we get that slowed down enough? A little bit deep. Yeah, I'm not going to get too excited about being nearly 20 seconds behind the leader at this point, because it was similar at Catalunya and then suddenly we caught up with them at the end. So I'm hoping the same is going to happen here. Just slipstreaming this car, putting out to the right. This corner does catches me out a little bit, because you can go quite deep and you've got to get it turned in and over the curb there. I'm fine running against the AI cars, but that corner on this track is a challenge for me when I go online. I've not been online with this profile yet. That will be happening when I finish the menu books. For now, I'm just trying to get through the menu books. A little bit of a slide there. I want to get through the menu books, and then we'll be looking at going online, both the lobbies, live streaming, sports. Oh, loads of air off there. Feels like this Ferrari is going to take off, and it slams down when you come off. Crikey. You're almost 3 into 1 again. That's 3 corners we've nearly been 3 wide into. And I think that we've on a clean race at the moment. There might be one little bag of doors, but hopefully we'll have got away with that. Oh, catching this one at an iffy point. Let's just give him some room. Let's go around the outside. Not been calling the gears out on this one, just enjoying this race, feeling all of these corners. And just let it run. So that's first place in front of us. So end of the second lap, we've got 3 laps to go, and yeah, that 20 seconds that I mentioned a minute or two ago has just evaporated. Be careful through here. It's just evaporated really, really quickly, so I wasn't overly worried. Okay, get that turned in. That's job done. Now I need to knuckle down, build a bit of a cushion between me and the person in second without throwing it off the track. And as many of you that have followed me will know, I am really good at getting out in front and then throwing it all away because I'm pushing too hard. I find it far easier to be chased than to chase than be chased. Sorry, mixing all my words up while I'm driving. Yeah, I much prefer to be following another car and chasing that car down than be out in front and just blindly trying to build a margin. So as we come off the top here, we get a load of air again, slams down, hit the brakes, turned in third gear over this corner, over the corner to get some speed up the hill, up into fourth as quick as we can, up into fifth just before the corner, just feathering the throttle through here in fifth gear, letting it run across here full beans as we come out off the apex, down into fourth, down into third, get it turned in, nicely hooked up this Ferrari. This almost just keeps turning through this corner. It's like one of those double apex corners, but one that just keeps going. Just watching the sausage curve there, up into fifth, watching for the braking point here. I haven't really got a specific visual marker for that corner just yet. I'm just feeling where I need to brake. This one is a little bit easier. I can use the meter boards for that particular turn in, and then from here we're just really feeling it through here, fourth gear over this one, let it drift out to the left and sweep back to the right, third gear over that corner, you drift out onto there. You don't want to, but there is that bit of red area that's a runoff. I don't like using those. I do see some people doing that, but I don't really like to rely on those too much. And on some of the tracks, if you get all 4 wheels over that white line, and particularly when you start racing online, then you're going to start getting penalties. So this is the area where we need to start looking at taking the curbs, and I didn't do it there, but I did do it there, just keeping one wheel in the white line on the track, so not getting all 4 wheels off the track. It's, in my mind, it's a very, very good discipline to get used to. So big air again, slam down, brake, just at the beginning of the curbs. All 4 wheels off the road, and I think that's one of the places where you can very often get away with it. I might change my mind when I start racing online. So here we try and keep 1 wheel on the track, and again through this section here, this double right-hander, we're going to take loads of curb, but just trying to keep 1 wheel, or might have just got 1 wheel over the line there. And then again through here, just try and keep 1 wheel on the track. So braking, so halfway down that curve, there's some little black marks at the side. I think it's what I'm using as a braking point. But we are running away with this one yet again, 22 seconds. I will remind you that we are on the normal setting for AI, not the hard setting right now. I've set it back to normal so that it is on a setting that a lot of people will start Gran Turismo on. And just running these menu books, I'm trying to aim this at people that are new to the game so they can see what the game is all about, maybe just pick up a few hints and tips along the way. I'm not going to say I'm the greatest Gran Turismo racing driver in the world, because I am not. I am mediocre, average at best, but I do love this game. I love the game, I love the dynamics, I love the scenery, I just love everything about this game. Let's just get this turned in over here. Don't run into the back of the yellow car. I think we might be clean. Oh, that was that opened up. Blue one has rolled up the inside. I don't really want to run into any more cars at the moment. I want to try and keep this clean. Just bring it to the end of the lap. Just looking at the map, the next place car is quite some way down. Just get it slowed down, turned in third gear over this curve. Took a lot more that time. Up the hill, up into fourth, up into fifth, just getting it down into this corner. And over this curve, just fifth all the way through here, pretty much flat. Watching for a braking point there, down into fourth gear. Just let it run all the way around here. You can see that the gear indicator is flashing up, second and third. I tend to find that the higher gear works better through there. I just feel that the car is a little bit more stable. Obviously, if you are struggling, then try using the gears that the game is suggesting, but I do tend to find that I've learnt not to look at those. It does slow me down quite significantly. So 31 seconds ahead of the second place. I really do think it is time to move this up to the hard level. But for now, we will just continue to push on. We've got a nice white F12. Beautiful car, that one. Collector level coming up to 30. Like I said before, I'm not worried about the collector levels because we're going to hit the maximum 50 soon enough. And for that reason, I'm really not worrying about collector levels, other than they obviously open up the extra menu book. So in the next race, we'll be heading off to Dragon Trail and that dreaded chicane of death. Please join me for that one. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. If you have, thank you ever so much for following along, and hit the bell button to catch up with me and see if we can win the last of the 3 Ferraris that are on offer. For now, take care. Bye-bye.